Hello guys, welcome to latest breeze. Today on the headlines, Buhari wants ministers orders not to disrespect the National Assembly. President Muhammadu Buhari has warned ministers and head of government agencies not to disrespect or undermine the National Assembly. The president said this in a meeting he had with the Senate President Ahmad Lawan and House of Representatives Speaker Femi Gbanjabiamila Thursday night. Details of the discussion were sent to Premium Times by the presidential spokesperson, Garba Shehu. In the course of their conversation, recent events at the National Assembly were highlighted, and the president re-emphasized his utmost respect for the National Assembly, adding that any disrespect to the institution by any member of the executive branch will not be accepted. Ministers and all heads of departments and agencies should at all times conduct themselves in ways that will not undermine the National Assembly as an institution, its leadership and members, Mr. Shehu wrote. The meeting comes on the day the management of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) worked out on a House of Representatives committee probing the NDDC's finances. The NDDC leadership accused the chairman of the House Committee of corruption, saying it will appear only if he steps aside from the probe. Mr. Buhari's meeting with the National Assembly leaders also occurs weeks after the Minister of State for Labour, Festus Keyamo, accused lawmakers for seeking to hijack a government temporary work project. The full story by Mr. Shehu on the Thursday meeting is below. President Muhammadu Buhari received in audience the distinguished Senate President, Senator Ahmad Ibrahim Lawan, and Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbanjabiamila, at the State House Asuvilla. The meeting, which lasted for almost an hour, was characterized by an engaging discussion on a range of key issues of national importance, particularly the role of the legislature as a critical component in supporting their common goal and commitment towards improving the lives of the people of Nigeria. In the course of their conversation, recent events at the National Assembly were highlighted, and the president re-emphasized his utmost respect for the National Assembly, adding that any disrespect to the institution by any member of the executive branch will not be accepted. Ministers and all heads of departments and agencies should at all times conduct themselves in ways that will not undermine the National Assembly as an institution, its leadership and members. The President and the leaders of the National Assembly recognize and acknowledge that the executive and legislative arms of government are essential partners to the fulfillment of their mutually aligned goal of improving the lives of the Nigerian people. So that is it for the news. So we have comment here. Someone says disrespect is certain since they have traded their rights for Ghana must go. This set of people and our constitution are a major problem in this country. So someone said, I don't just know why Nigeria cannot outgrow her challenges year in, year out makes me sick. Please don't disrespect rubber stamp. Oh my god, you guys are so. This comment section is just buzz. What is it? So someone said it's not the fault of the executive members. The legislature had made themselves a laughing stock in the hand of executive. They have soiled their hands in the presence of the ministers. Somewhat that the ministers now see them as a mere joke. What they keep approving approving Buhari's loan requests that most of them will even found appalling. This night's assembly are all total disgrace to other legislation all over the world. So, someone said, this Buhari government is the greatest joke I have seen in Nigeria since I gained consciousness from birth. How would people or ministers respect a rubber stamp assembly that cannot even stand up to challenge the wrong choices or nonsense happening around? What a useless merry-go-round assembly. We have another comment here. Buhari, the patron of Fulani Hijais, the jihadist herdsmen, also known as bandits. They are all under Mieti Allah privileged terrorist group. Buhari is worse than being corrupt. I don't know how this one connect to. So someone say useless executive plus useless legislations plus useless judiciary minus hopeless citizens equals to useless country. Ah, your calculations, sha. So we'll read another comment here. So why did he and his people disrespect the previous assembly? It is now he's remembering respect that be only because he's using them as it pleases. Disrespect or no disrespect, this assembly itself is a disgrace and deserves whatever it gets. So let's read the last comment before I go. We are living in a useless country where everybody is after his or her pocket. So this is the end of the news. So what do you think about respecting the National Assembly? What do you think about respecting them and Buhari's comment on the disrespect of National Assembly? Please comment what you actually think, and please like this post and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day. Bye bye.